Thanks, guys, and I'm Devin Gobeil here with this week's injury report. This week we're going to start with a position not a lot of people talk about, offensive line. Browns tackle Joe Thomas this week ended a 10,363 consecutive snap streak with a torn tricep. He has never missed a snap in his entire career, but now he's going to be out for the season. He will be having surgery. It's expected to take 6 to 9 months to recover. There's a possibility he retires with him being 33 in December. He's going to wait till the offseason to talk about it, but it is a conversation he's going to have. Another veteran offensive lineman, Eagles tackle Jason Peters, tore his ACL and MCL against Washington. He is also going to be out for the season. He's older. He's 36, so there are some real questions he returns. People are wondering if he doesn't retire, whether or not the Eagles cut him or trade him to get rid of him. Cardinals quarterback Carson Palmer broke his arm and has been placed on the IR, and he won't be able to return until week 16, that is, if he returns at all. Panthers linebacker Luke Kuechly missed last week's game with concussion. He has been cleared from concussion protocol, and he will be back this week in the middle of the Panthers defense, hoping to bring them to a win. Bengals wide receiver Adam Pac-Man Jones missed last week's game with a back injury. He has been practicing this week, and he is on track to return this week against the Colts. Browns defensive end Myles Garrett is going to miss this week's game with a concussion. Now, he missed his first 4 games of the season with a high ankle sprain, so it's his rookie season, and this is the second time he's going to miss time. Bengals wide receiver Emmanuel Sanders has been out with an ankle injury. Now, he hasn't been officially ruled out for this week, but he hasn't really practiced, and it's going to be very unlikely that he plays. Lions wide receiver Tate is suffering from a shoulder injury. He is listed as likely to be out at the beginning of the week, but then came in, went faster than he thought it would, and he practiced at a limited capacity this week. So now he's been listed as a game-time decision on Sunday night. Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers has been told this week that he can start throwing in about 6 weeks. This is good news because it gives him a chance to return this year. The Packers are looking for him to hopefully be back week 15, finish off the season, and if they're in the playoffs, lead them on a playoff run. Jaguars rookie running back Leonard Fournette missed last week's game with an ankle injury. This was most likely just a precaution, as the Jags have their bye week this week. They expect that the 2 weeks off should let him be back, let him recover, not make the ankle injury even worse, so he'll be back most likely next week. Vikings wide receiver Stephon Diggs missed the last 2 weeks with a groin injury. He has practiced fully, and he's looking good to return this week in London against the Browns. Vikings quarterback Teddy Bridgewater is close to returning. Now, the Vikings have said they don't want to bring him back this week because the London field is notoriously slippery, and they have their bye week next week. Now, this is also the same team that said Sam Bradford wasn't going to miss any time at all, so, of course, anything can happen in the next 2 weeks, but right now they're saying he could be back week 10. Giants wide receiver Sterling Sheppard is expected to return next week from an ankle injury. Giants have their bye week this week, so it gives them another week to have rest and stay off the ankle and hopefully be back because it's big. This is an offense that was struggling even before they lost Odell Beckham Jr. and Brandon Marshall to season-ending injuries. Steelers wide receiver Juju Smith-Schuster is on concussion protocol. Now, he's practiced this week full participation, at least what's allowed under the concussion protocol, and as long as he clears the protocol by game time, he will be playing. Washington cornerback Josh Norman has been out since week 4 with a broken rib. He's expected to make his return, though, this week against Dez Bryant and the Cowboys. Thanks. Back to you guys.